All right, everybody, Kelly here. It is your real estate ninja. And in today's video, we're going to get into the state of the housing market in and around Clermont and Lake County, Florida. And guys, this is some valuable information. I'm going to give you some tips and strategies if you're thinking about making a move to the area, if you're thinking of selling and buying over here, or if you're relocating from out of state. Guys, this one is going to give you some valuable insights. Now, before we get into this, I'm about to share with you the most embarrassing thing to ever happen to me as a real estate agent. Guys, you can't make this one up. You ready? Let's get it. All right, guys, before we get into the actual most embarrassing thing, make sure you pay attention because the tips I'm about to give you on what's going on in the housing market here in Clermont is invaluable. And some of these tips will save some of you thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. So get ready. But let's talk about me. Guys, I've been doing this a long time. And a couple of weeks ago, I was out showing a really awesome couple. They're subscribed to this channel. Matter of fact, I'm going to reach back out to them today. But I was showing some new construction houses, and we were on our third or fourth builder. And we pulled up to the model home, and the builder had, if you've gone and looked at new construction, the builder had put a brick paver driveway for, potential buyers to come park. And then it was all brick, and it had a little brick sidewalk leading to the sales office, which was in the garage. And the property had an incline about like that. So from the temporary brick paver sidewalk, there was about a 3-foot drop down to the actual sidewalk for the community. And so I got there and I'm walking on the sidewalk. My clients are behind me. And there was some debris on the sidewalk, the brick paver temporary sidewalk. I didn't see it. I tripped. And I rolled down the hill. You probably can't tell, but I lacerated my non-dominant hand, which is my left hand, the hand that I do all my business with, I write with, sign checks with, I control the mouse from my computer. I broke it in 3 places. Guys, look at this. Look at this. Can you believe I got a red cast? I'm the real estate ninja. My colors are red and black. When he asked me, would red be okay and black? I'm like, yes, please. Right? But I broke my arm. You know what? That's never happened to me before. And so when this happened, my clients were behind me and they're freaking out because I'm bleeding all over the place and I'm crying out in agony for my arm. And if anything positive can be said about this, and I was totally embarrassed because I've got blood all over me. I've got my clients, getting ready to spend $400,000 or $500,000. I'm disoriented. I'm getting weak. My arm is like crushing pain. I'm almost crying. Absolutely worst thing never happened to me in front of a client. Clients were gracious. They texted me back later that day and the day after, just concerned about me. These are the clients that you want. These are not just clients, they're friends, right? Lifelong friends once we close on their home. And it was just amazing. But here's the blessing though. I went to the emergency room later on that night, and because I'm in between insurances, yes, the real estate ninja is looking for a new insurance company. I'm self-pay. Well, I was able to go and have the emergency room do their stuff, and it only cost me $400. And they scheduled me to go see an orthopedic surgeon a week later, which was today. And he put this on me. They did x-rays absolutely free. I didn't have to pay. So what was a disaster, yes, I have 5 weeks, turned into a blessing. But again, that blessing started with the most humiliating, embarrassing thing to happen to me as a real estate agent. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And comment below and tell me, have you guys ever broken an arm? And if so, how long did it take for the cast to come off and you were able to use that arm? I'd love to hear. All right, guys, get ready now. We're going to get into the state of the housing market in and around Clermont. And guys, some of what I'm going to share with you will potentially save you a lot of money. So get ready, stay tuned, let's get it. All right, guys, in just a minute, I'm going to share my screen, but let's talk about the housing market. It's 2024. This market is in flux. We are seeing now more than ever We are seeing now more than ever. Let me shut my ringer off. There we go. We are seeing now more than ever the complexities of what's going on because of the higher interest rates, the lack of inventory. We are seeing more and more homes that get listed for sale and expire. That means they didn't sell and they come off the market. We're seeing less buyers, right? So when, as a real estate agent, you are out there trying to network and find clients, this market has been very tough. Now, what's tough for us as realtors is tough for you as buyers, right? So one of the things that we've noticed, at least in the last year, and guys, I think my last 7 closings were all brand new construction, is buyers are making a pivot to looking at buying a brand new home versus a resale. That's somebody who has a home that they own and they put it up for sale with a realtor. And there are a lot of benefits. Now, I'm not telling you that's the best way to go, and I'm going to share with you why in a minute, but I am letting you know that we are seeing more and more buyers opting for new construction. And part of the reason for that, and guys, I'll give you a for instance. I've got a buyer that I'm working with, and we are about to make an offer on a home. They're giving my buyer $20,000 towards closing costs, and they're giving him a fixed rate of 4.99. That is, in this market, that's unheard of. And that builder is being very aggressive trying to get their inventory sold. So depending on the location and where you guys are buying, you might want to look and find out what builders are offering. Now, the other thing, and I'm going to tell you another quick story that happened to me just last weekend, because you can take advantage of this strategy. A lot of these builders have what we call inventory. They have homes that are ready, available now, brand new, never lived in, with the incentives, and they have homes coming available to close within 1 or 2 or 3 months, as opposed to contracting with a new construction and it taking 7 to 9 months to build. You have choices now, especially in the Clermont, Mineola, Groveland, north and south, up through Lake County. There are a lot of builders, a lot of building going on right now. And so you can, if it's a little bit quicker for you to need to move in, you can still find new construction inventory homes that have a close date from 0 days to 2 months out. So budget yourself accordingly. Make sure that when, and hopefully we get together and work if I'm your realtor, but if you're in an area we don't service, make sure your realtor knows the builder market and that is able to negotiate with a builder. Now, let's talk about negotiation. Tip number 1. Well, actually, this could be tip number 3. Anyway, tip number 1. I had a buyer, and matter of fact, it was a home that I listed for sale. We got it under contract, and we went and found a home, beautiful home, that the builder is going to have available on the 20th of next month. So it's literally ready to close and move on in 30 days. And they were offering, the house was listed for $695. They're offering $20,000 towards closing costs. So that alone is amazing, and a discounted interest rate. But my buyer said, Kelly, do you think we can do better? And I'm like, why not ask? Traditionally, builders don't want to take offers. If their home is $600,000, you're paying $600,000, right? I've even had, and again, tip number 2, if you do enter into contract, make sure your contract has language to protect you. I have a closing that happened last month where the appraisal come in lower than the contracted price, and my buyer had to bring money to the table. They were not happy. So make sure when you deal with a builder that you deal with that in the contract and see if you can get out of that provision so that you're not getting surprised when it's appraised. Doesn't always happen. It's very rare, but it can happen. Back to my buyer now. So the home was at like $695. We put an offer in, oh my gosh, at $675 with the closing cost. And the builder came back the next day and agreed to it. Did you hear what I said? They agreed to it. While this is not necessarily going to be something I can say works every time, if they have inventory homes, now they're paying fees every month on that home, and they are getting aggressive. So the moral of this story, we saved my buyer, you ready? $25,000 off the list price of the brand new home, and he got $20,000 worth of closings. Guys, that's $45,000 back in my client's pocket. That's what I'm talking about. Now, it's very rare that you can do that with what we call non-new construction homes. These are relisted homes that homeowners are selling on the MLS. But if you have a savvy agent like the Ninja, we can negotiate with them. So why do I think you should be pursuing the new construction market? Exactly why I said you can find deals. The other thing, I'm finding, and I'm going to share my screen right now. I am finding, depending on where you guys are willing to locate yourself when you move, I'm finding that depending on the location will depend on the price point of the home. So I'm showing you a map of Lake County, Florida. Okay. This is Clermont. This is Groveland Mascot. This is Winter Garden, Leesburg, the villages up here. And then down here at the extreme southern end of Lake County, close to Davenport. Matter of fact, this is Lake County. This is actually considered Clermont still. Disney World's right across the pond, like literally minutes from this area. We are finding that homes, and let me scooch in a little bit more. Anywhere in Clermont and Mineola, kind of in this area, you're going to find homes right here at a higher price point. You're paying for location. You're paying to have a Clermont or a Mineola address. And Mineola, guys, is absolutely going through a building boom. What's great about Mineola is you literally seconds away in some cases to the turnpike, which gets you all over Central Florida, Orlando, Disney, gets you up into Ocala. So that's highly sought after areas. And people are still moving from Orlando to Clermont. I'm going to be putting out a video soon about the pros and cons. And one of the issues we're dealing with right now is we're seeing an increase in traffic. With growth, you get that. But I was in Orlando today to go to, yes, the orthopedic. And can I tell you, driving into I-4 on Orlando, that was a hot mess. I would not want to live there if I had to deal with that traffic. Anyway, let's get back into Clermont. So again, guys, if I come over here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. If I come over here to Mineola, so let's go over here, okay? 541, 439. So these actually aren't bad. These are priced good. Let's go back over here again, back into Mineola. So here we've got 480, 467. Okay, now let's go into Clermont. And let's look over here, okay? 459, 646. So over here, you've got a builder where you've got homes between $500,000 and $700,000. Let's go back out, just scooching a little bit over north, south, east to the west. You've got homes like this right here. This is one of my favorite builders. This is Onyx, 475, 485. Now, if we come down just a little bit and go over here, guys, to show you what I'm talking about. Here you've got homes 395. All right. So depending on what part of Clermont or Lake County you want to go to will depend on how much you're going to spend for your house. A home that's $395 in Mascot could be $525 in Clermont proper. Now over here, you've got a lot of your Wellness Way. So this is your Wellness Way area, guys. This is we've got videos on that. This is the Olympus project, and here's your Wellness. 625, 531, 578. So again, location, because you are literally very close to getting to Disney World or anywhere in Clermont. This location is highly sought after. And this development here, this Wellness, this entire area right here, within 7 to 10 years, will have over 5,000 homes, guys. This is going to be a major development, along with the Olympus Way project, a lot of commercial buildings, restaurants, doctors' offices. So this is happening. And then if we go a little south in Clermont, and we come down here to this area here, then you've got back into the 400s, guys, 500s, 545. Over here, we've got 650, 500. We've got 400s over here. So again, it's going to come down to where you want. And if you're flexible, all of these areas that I just showed you are literally anywhere from 10 to 25 minutes to downtown Clermont. And guys, I'm going to be shooting another video shortly, as soon as I can get over this thing, and show you the finished downtown Clermont revitalization. Guys, it's amazing. My wife and I love going downtown at night. It's all lit up. It's coffee shops. It's antique stores. It's amazing. It's kind of what you would expect up north, the old towns, but with a little bit of updatedness to it, if I can say that. And if you get into Clermont, you have to go and check out downtown, literally on the lake, the new Salt Shack. If you like seafood and if you like a little Louisiana taste, guys, you have to. And make sure that you call ahead and get one of the tables overlooking the water. My wife and I were there, and oh my gosh, it was so pleasant. They actually have tables and chairs set up where you can literally get a cup of coffee at night, go sit outside of the restaurant, and literally be just 15 to 20 foot away from one of the most beautiful lakes in Central Florida. So that's amazing. So let's do a little recap. If you're looking to buy, you're relocating or you're selling and buying in the Clermont, Mineola, maybe Groveland, Mascot area. Even if you're wanting to go up into the extreme north part of Lake County, which would be Leesburg and those areas, where you buy your home is going to be predicated on what you spend. In Clermont and Mineola, you're going to spend a little bit more money, but you're going to also have a little better location. On the outskirts of our areas where you're going to find the deal. So if you don't mind going to Mascot, you can find an 1,800 square foot home, 3 bedroom, 2 bath with a flex room for under 400K, right? And you're 12 to 13 minutes from downtown Clermont. So it's what you're willing to do to get the deals. But remember, here's tip number 3 or 4. I've already lost track. If you're buying new construction, expect to have your agent try and negotiate the price. 5 years ago, we could never do it. 2 years ago, we couldn't do it. Today, we're seeing builders taking offers. It's not a guarantee, but why not? Shame on your agent if they don't do it. Why not? I mean, I just saved my people almost $40,000. The other thing is, if you're buying new construction, ask what deals they have. Typically, to get these deals, you're going to use the builder's finance company. It's not a big deal, but just make sure that you're looking at the points they're charging you, what the interest. But we've got builders offering 4.99 fixed. Again, not all of them are doing it. Every month or two, they change their specials. So really do your research. Have your agent look into this. But guys, new construction, you can score a deal. And what's great about new construction? Brand new roof, brand new AC, warranties, new appliances. Nobody other than these stupid little, contractors, when they go in and use the toilet. I hate to use the word stupid. These people building a house will go in when the toilets, nobody's really used your bathroom, right? That's amazing. Most of these builders now, you're seeing granite instead of Formica. We got one builder called Onyx. The entire house has no carpet, upgraded cabinets, tankless hot water heater, on and on. So again, new construction deals. Here's the last tip. This is tip number 30, I think. If you're going to buy other than new construction, make sure that you and your realtor strategize if you want to save money. Now, obviously, if you find a home that's your dream home and you don't want to lose it, make the offer. Don't get greedy and ask for the moon. Just make the offer if that's your dream home. But for the majority of you, you're still looking for deals. Find homes that have been on market more than 30 days that you think would be a great fit. Ask for closing cost. Rule of thumb, if the house is $500,000, expect to pay about 3% towards your closing costs. That could be up to $15,000 before we even talk about down payment. So closing costs could be 2 to 3%. So figure 15 on the high side on average. I'm a realtor. I'm not a title company. I'm not a mortgage broker. So don't hold me to those numbers, but those are going to get you in the ballpark. So if you're looking at a $640,000 home that's been on market for, let's say, 39 days, make a full price offer subject to an appraisal, but ask for $15,000 towards closing, right? What's the worst? They say no, we'll give 10. So now you just took away 70 to 80% of your closing costs. Now remember, when you deal with me, when you work with me, the real estate ninja, and you live within 50 miles of Clermont, I've got a program that literally can have you list your home for free with me, potentially. So you need to call me on that. But if you're buying a home in my areas, I always give you, my YouTube family, I give you 25% of the commissions that I make on the buyer side. I give those to you for closing costs. So it's additional fees to help you. Make sense? All right, guys. I'll be dropping some videos in the coming weeks. I'll just have to work around the arm, but I do want to show you downtown Clermont. I've got a couple new builders I want to show you. There's a couple new ones coming in that you need to see. And if you have any questions, comment below. Let me know what you're looking for. If you just need some information, I'm your guy. I'll give you whatever you need. But remember, buying a house isn't as simple as 1, 2, 3. You've got to be strategic. If you're using a realtor, have that conversation. What strategies can we use? You know what? I wasn't going to do this, but this is like tip number 90. Most people now have Ring doorbells. If it's not new construction, if it's a resale, you're buying a home that's listed on the MLS with a realtor that's a homeowner listed. Here's a super big tip. Don't talk inside the house or right by the door if you really love the home. If you are thinking of making an offer, don't strategize with your realtor, your spouse in the house or by the front door, because homeowners are listening to you. Fun fact, every listing that I take that has the ability to, like the Ring doorbell or anything on the inside for security that records, whether this is good or bad, I'll ask my homeowner, did they say anything, right? And I've had them tell me, oh my gosh, they really love the home. They're thinking about making an offer. Well, if they really love the home, they're thinking about making an offer and they come in lower and I know it, we're going to counter, right? So if you're buying a house, please don't go crazy with your conversations. Have your normal conversations. Yes, I like the cabinets. Yes, this is really good. What do y'all, but don't go like, oh my God, I got to have this house. This is the most, I can't lose this deal. We got to buy it. Don't do that because more than likely the homeowner is listening in. And if their agent is worth a grain of salt, they're telling their agent, hey, that last family that came in at 3 o'clock, they were nuts about this house, right? Don't give your leverage away to the seller. Keep it. Have that conversation in private with your realtor, but have a strategy. I feel like I should say, can I get an amen, right? All right, guys, that's it for this video. I wish you guys a happy and safe week. Don't do what the ninja did, right? Comment below and tell me what you thought about this one. And is there anything that you need information-wise about Clermont and the surrounding area? Just drop a comment and I will get to that as soon as I can. All right, guys, have a great day and I'll see you on the next video.